Good morning. Good morning. Gee, it's great to start your day with coffee with Karma today. I'm going to do one little sound check, make sure that I am talking here. Testing. Yes, I am. Awesome. Okay. So today I asked the question, can a 1960s sci-fi show teach you business lessons that will help you be a more successful authorpreneur? Well, behold the lessons in this episode that I will be taking from the Irwin Allen TV show, The Time Tunnel, which first aired in 1966, the year I was born. For anyone who's new to this series, starting the beginning of the month and going all the way through to my birthday on the 26th, every episode of Coffee with Karma will be inspired by a TV show that first aired the year I was born. Hello, my name is Carma Spence, and I help executive coaches, business leaders, and consultants write, publish, and market a client attracting book so that they can grow their business. And today I'm going to be talking about business lessons inspired by the TV show, The Time Tunnel. So let's get to it. Lesson number one, navigating the unknown. The two guys, who I don't remember their names, but the two guys who were in the time tunnel, who were like falling through the time tunnel, no, and like popping up in different times, they were charting the unknown. Yes, they were going through history, so there were some knowns, but the specifics we don't know. And they had to experience those specifics. And so they were constantly navigating the unknown. Well, when you are an entrepreneur, you are venturing into the unknown because the landscape is continuously changing and you need to shift and pivot and react to it. And so you need to build the resilience and the courage to live the entrepreneurial life and also to spot those opportunities that may be right in front of your face so that you can grow your business. Tip number two, time travel for market relevance. Yes, our heroes were traveling through time, and you too can travel through time, both backwards and forwards, to get a handle on what the market trends are in your industry. What has been happening in the past that led to today? And how can you use that to predict the future given what's going on today? When you can do that, you can become an established thought leader in your industry, and that helps you become a better, more profitable entrepreneur. Tip number 3, course correction. The travelers had to adjust to different eras of time. You know, the way they would behave in, I don't know, 18th century Italy would be different than 20th century United States, different from the 1700s in another country. I mean, depending on where they were and when they had to behave differently and correct their course. Well, as an entrepreneur, as new technologies happen, as the market shifts, you need to adjust. So, for example, right now, AI is totally changing things, and it is affecting the level of trust people have because some people are thinking, you're just using AI to do this. And if you are just using AI to do this, you might want to think that again. Now, I am the first to admit that I do use AI heavily in my business. I do not use it for the primary content. I do not use it like right now. Yes, AI helped me come up with the talking points for today, but I'm just riffing off those. That's all me. That's all coming out of my head. It is not coming out of here. There's just little talking points to talk about, no details. I'm filling the details on the fly. This is all me. So you need to be able to do that. You need to be able to course correct as the world throws you different things. It's like, catch this. Whoop. There you go. So, tip number 4. Exploring new markets. Well, our brave time travelers had to explore new worlds because even though they were old worlds, they were new to them. Well, you need to, as an entrepreneur, explore different ways to get your message out into the world. So you may have started off with, say, physical books, but now there's ebooks, now there's audiobooks, and pretty soon there may be three-dimensional interactive virtual reality books. I'm going to be talking about haptics in a few weeks in the Author Switch podcast, and that haptics is when you touch something and it touches back. That's haptics. Well, haptics may be affecting the way we experience books not too far in the future. AI certainly is. Virtual reality, augmented reality, all these things are converging to make books a more immersive experience. And as an entrepreneur, you might want to keep ahead of that. And finally, five, strategic planning. The show's characters often had to think ahead to solve problems. I remember watching an episode where they end up on a cruise ship and they're like, "Well, this is kind of nice. For a first time, we get to rest and relax." And then they walk by someone and they're reading a newspaper, and it turns out, oh, they're on the Titanic. It's like, "Oh, oh, we don't wanna rest and relax on this particular ship because it's going down." And so they had to figure out how to deal with that. So strategic planning is really important, and that means you need to plan out how are you gonna build your audience? How are you gonna nurture your audience? What is your next book gonna be? How are you going to market it? How are you going to write it? How are you going to connect it to your business? Maybe riff off of it to create new products and services. All of that takes strategic planning because, like I mentioned in my very first book of the Author's Journey series, it all starts with an idea. That first that first idea, the first step to writing a client attracting book is getting the idea down, and the idea is deeply embedded into your particular customer transformation journey, which and all of that takes strategic planning. To be a successful entrepreneur, you need to be a strategic planner. So there you go. 5 tips inspired by the 1960s TV show, The Time Tunnel, which was brought to you by Irwin Allen. This is Carma Spence saying ciao for now. And of course, if you want more information about how to write your book, just drop a comment below and I will set up a time to talk with you and see how I might be able to help you better reach your